In this video, we're going to talk about what a good real estate agent brings to the table and does for their seller clients. If you're ready, I'm ready. Are you ready? Just shake your head if you're ready. Pricing your home correctly is by far the most important thing a listing broker or listing agent can do for you. You want to position your home correctly in the market to attract the most eyeballs and to be on point. A lot of my clients, a lot of my sellers will say, hey Glenn, like why don't we just try this number, and if it doesn't work, we'll just lower the price. Yeah, in theory, that is possible. We can definitely do that. But all that's really doing is sending a message to the other agents and the buyers, there's got to be something wrong with this house. Marketing, marketing, marketing. Let's market your house like crazy. You got to work with an agent or a broker that is really tech savvy and progressive. They know what's going on. What I do for my new listings is we do color brochures. We do personal letters to all the neighbors. We get a team out there that door knocks and lets everybody in the neighborhood know about this awesome new home that's on the market, and who do they know that may want to buy it and be their new neighbor. You want to do online advertising. You want to do custom websites, professional photography. You really want to call out all the stops. Your home deserves the absolute best, and you want to make sure that you have full market exposure. Any agent can put your home on the market. They can stick a for sale sign in your front lawn. They disappear, they go back to their office, and they start praying. They pray. They pray for a buyer. They pray that a buyer just shows up. No. No, 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 no. You want to make sure that you avoid the gimmicky agent. The agent that is like a 1% listing agent. Guaranteed I'll sell the property. I'll sell your home or I'll buy it. All that is really bad practice. Look, at the end of the day, there are so many real estate agents. It's just too easy to get your real estate license. Way too simple. Watch out for the pocket listings. All right, pocket listings, although they seem like, you know, it's helping you out, why not get full market exposure, right? Go onto the market so everybody can see that your house is for sale. If you're like some of my clients, they're very, very busy. I cater to attorneys and doctors, CPAs, actors, entertainers, musicians. They're incredibly busy. Some of them are ornery, but that's a whole different thing. You want to make sure that if you're busy, that you work with an agent that has a clear line of communication with you. Somebody that's going to keep you up to speed with exactly what's happening every step of the way through the marketing, through the showings, and ultimately they're going to help you pick the right buyer. Make sure that you don't get into escrow with a troublemaker. My practice is that after open houses or after showings, I send a detailed note to my client, bringing them up to speed with the feedback, both good and bad. That's the type of agent you want to work with. If you have to call me or your agent and ask them what's up, they're not doing their job. Offer. Hallelujah! Your agent's bringing you an offer. Is the buyer qualified? So many agents nowadays, they don't even bother cross-qualifying with their preferred lender or picking up the phone and calling their loan officer or the buyer's mortgage advisor or the buyer's mortgage broker or their business manager. Did you look at the FICO score? It's really important that you look at the buyer closely before you have an accepted offer, because if you have an accepted offer and the buyer's not qualified, it's a whole nother can of worms. Any agent worth his salt or broker is going to negotiate in your favor. Simple as that. Hands down. What do the best terms mean? Well, what do you want to do, Mrs. or Mr. Seller? Do you want to stay in the property for longer than escrow after the escrow closes? Do you want to lease back at $1 a day or at the new buyer's PITI, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance? Maybe just a longer escrow. What special terms do you want? What's going to make your life easier? You're in the driver's seat. It's your house. We have leverage right now. Before we get into escrow, you as the seller have all the leverage. Once we get into escrow, That's a different story. We're at the buyer's mercy until all the contingencies are removed or until we send them a notice to perform. So a good agent or a good broker is gonna have your back, has gone through this exercise of escrow so many times that they've learned from their own mistakes. Make sure you're working with a good top agent that can work through all the different scenarios in your best interest. Have an open line of communication with your agent and you'll be in really good shape. So now you're in escrow. Congratulations. Your agent got you in escrow with the right buyer. So now I'm representing you, right? I'm the listing agent. I'm working for the seller. What happens if the buyer's agent's a rookie? What happens if the buyer's agent isn't very good at their job? What happens if the buyers are first-time buyers and the toilet's clogged up and they're shaking in their boots thinking like worst case scenarios, like the house needs to be completely replumbed and what does that cost? The agent doesn't know. The buyer gets nervous or squirrely and may want to cancel. Somebody like me is there, don't worry, a seasoned broker that understands that you need some Drano, that the plumbing isn't failing. I'll be there to drop some pearls along the way, holding the buyer's hand, helping the agent out. And even if it does need some modifications or some improvements, what if the roof needs to be replaced? What if the sewer line's at the end of its serviceable life? Let's get that report done. Let's get a bid. I work with great contractors, vendors, and handymen. We'll make sure that the price is right and not inflated. That's how you get through inspections and you don't lose your shirt. It's very, very important that your real estate agent attends the appraisal and meets the appraiser there. There's so many agents out there that just don't. They like tell the appraiser where the lockbox is and says, c'est la vie. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Especially in today's climate. Okay, so we're getting close. Appraisal's in at value. The inspections are done. The buyer's satisfied. We're racing towards the finish line. We're racing towards closing. It's really important that your agent now gets on the phone again, talks to the mortgage advisor, make sure that all of the buyer's docs are through underwriting and there aren't any conditions remaining on their loan and we're good to fund and close on time. That's why this is really important. It goes back to the beginning of this video when I was talking about making sure you get into escrow with the right buyer. We have to know that the buyer's qualified to close. I could ramble on about nightmare situations that I was in my early career in real estate that would make your head spin. That's a whole nother video. And if you want me to ramble on about those nightmares, just comment on this video and I'll drum something up for you. Here's my final thoughts on what a good real estate agent does for their clients. At the end of the day, they're an excellent problem solver. That's it. A really good broker or agent is gonna pick up the baton and they're gonna race to the finish line. They're gonna get over the hurdles, they're gonna swim through the muck, they're gonna get to the finish line for you and keep all the money in your pocket. They gotta be good jugglers, psychiatrists, marketers. There's so much that goes into being a real professional. And that's what's up. So make sure that you choose your agent carefully. Make sure that you get some referrals, that you look them up online, and make sure you know who you're working with. I am Glenn Shelhamer, and that's what I got.